Alrighty, guys. Welcome to another episode of Commander Spotlight. You guys have requested for him. You guys have requested him more than any other commander. I bring you guys Marco. I was just having some fun with him already. Um, let's go off on how you get Marco. He's a B class, so that means you can only get him via the Warp Gate, right? Or via Spin Tens. You have a higher chance of getting him because you get a guaranteed B class. You just get lucky with the Warp Gate. You can get him, or you can wait for the specific event that gives you two B classes per spin, and then you can get him to S class faster that way. That is most likely your fastest way of getting him to S class, or just a whole bunch of release tents. We did the math and how to getting A class to. Oh, we didn't get the specific, but to getting A class to S class takes over 100k gold. So getting a Marco over S class will cost you 2 to 300 bucks if you want to do it on the first day, and if you get lucky, you pull him multiple times. But let's move on to his skills. Oh, no one. So Marco, what's cool about him is his skill right here, the napalm skill. That is the skill that will make you counter everybody. It goes off with all troops, airships, infantry. It doesn't matter. It will go off. 40% chance to trigger before next action. Before action, sorry. Next time the target attacks, initiator units equal to 7%, 1% per level, that will die. Okay, so that means if you have it maxed out, which is level 60, 60%, 60% of your troops, the next time the activator attacks, gone. I mean, just dead. Not even just damage, just dead. 60% of your troops dead. That's really cool. Um, yeah. So if you have a high leadership and you come across this little guy, and he has a whole bunch of dodge and you can't hit him and he activates napalm, a whole bunch of your troops dead. That's just ridiculous. If it activates, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. And that's what's scary. You can have one troop alive on it, and if it goes off, you still lose 60% of your stuff. Um, yeah, he's pretty cool. But his main troop is infantry, which means that only sneak attack and his awakening skill will activate with infantry. This one's 60% as standard for infantry S class skills. This was 20% sneak attack. Just gives you an extra attack with a certain percentage. It goes by 0.5%, so it's horrible. I mean, it's just absolutely a bad skill. So don't rely on it too much. It's just free damage when it goes off. This is your bread and butter, though. Just a whole bunch of troops dead. That's just ridiculous to me. So the beauty about Marco is he he can counter all troops essentially. Um, he can he can counter because it's got activate that one skill, napalm activates with all troops. If I see you're using infantry, I can send walkers, and that skill can still activate. If I see you're using, oh sorry, if I see you're using walkers, I'll send airships. If I see you're using infantry, I can send walkers, and his skill will activate. See, look, it's activating on the, right there on the mantises. Um, that skill napalm is just really cool. I mean, your stuff just dies. He doesn't have a whole lot of high leadership, so I can't put him in a high battle situation. So where you'd be able to see this, will that skill take full effect? Hopefully it activates here. Nope. Mm-mm. Doesn't want to. Boop. Dead. But that's what's cool about him, and that's also the downside. So the downside is, as soon as you see who the strongest guy in your server, keep in mind this is mostly in the early game. In the early games, when he's really, really good. As soon as you see someone in the early game, seeing they have a, let's say someone has a 3K flare and you have a 2K Marco in the early game. That means if you use walkers, you can take on that flare, but that flare also lowers your accuracy, so you need to most likely use infantry gear, or you can use walkers with two dragon slayers. That's the beauty of him. You can use him with any and all troops. You can use him with anything. You just have to know the right build. He does not have a guaranteed hit. So in the late game, when everybody starts getting, or in the mid game, early to mid game, when everybody starts running dodge, he's going to be at a huge disadvantage because everybody has dodge and he won't have any, which means that you have to run whatever comes with accuracy. Airships will pretty much be out the window because airship weapons do not give any accuracy at all. You're better off sticking with infantry because so you can get two soul eaters. They give infantry and crit, and or you can go with the walkers and use dragon slayers. I mean, he opens himself up to a lot of versatility. That's what's cool about him. The downside is you're gonna have to train all T3 units. You have to train infantry, walkers, and airships, and have full stacks for him ready to use, so he can counter everybody as it goes. Like you have to be ready with all troops and have different presets for all of them. You can't just be oh, I'm just gonna send infantry with everything. Like no. Like that's the beauty of him. You can counter everybody, so you have to have full troops of everything to counter. You see somebody you send a whole bunch of bombers. All right, I'll defend myself with shredders. So look, there goes the sneak attack. Boom, boom. That was pretty cool. And you saw that napalm go off. So look, goes that napalm again. Boop. Come on. Ah, too strong, too strong. But you guys saw it. Like the sneak attack only activates with infantry, the napalm activates with everything. That's pretty cool. Oh, ah. And again, you have to have all troops trained, but that only matters in the early to mid game. In the late game, once you reach there, I'm sure everybody has noticed. It your leadership actually really doesn't matter in the late game. What matters is how many um T10 or T9 if you want to get specific. Like those are T10 because T7 and 8 are the exact same thing. Whatever you want to do. T10 if you can unlock T10 or the level 21. Like you have to get all your buildings level 21, and then you can research them. If you can get those troops, it doesn't matter. Your leadership doesn't matter. And it doesn't matter what command you're using because your skills will activate with all of them. The infantry count as infantry, walkers, and airships. The airships count as all three. The walkers count as all three. Your abilities will go off. Actually, I did have a video of one of my leaders going to battle with them, and all his skills activated, even though he was using Rogers, which is airship commander, and everything else was he was using them with infantry, and the skills were still going off with the infantry. That's what's cool. And with him, the scales can go off with anything. It doesn't matter. He's just gonna be busted. I mean, that napalm again just kills troops, just flat out. If you fight someone, like I don't even know if tier special will work on the napalm. Like I almost want to send him on a suicide run, see, but that means I have to get him to high level and get all his skills up to a high level. I think I might do that because you have plasma who just deals damage, but yeah, you die and he does damage. But I wonder if I could use maruko as like a cheap man's plasma, someone who didn't use to spend 10 and get plasma. I wonder if I could just send him with one troop in each stack. If that one troop manages to dodge and not get killed, and his skills activate, I wonder if it will still activate and kill 60% of the enemy troops. Because if I was to send him against someone with T10, and that skill activated and killed 60% of his T10, that would be amazing when I only lost like 10 lurkers or something like that. That would be the most troll thing I can think of. Um, so now let's get over to his gear. Let me pause this real quick. I'll go over there. Alrighty, and we're back. I opened up the wrong folder. I have an entire folder full of nothing but Arc of War pictures. And that means like a lot of Arc of War screenshots, gear that hasn't even come out yet, gear that's going to come out. There's two pieces of gear that are about to come out. One of them has already been confirmed, so that tells me that the next two pieces that I was looking at are going to come out, which is pretty cool. And it's really important that I know this since I'm supposed to be the guy that knows everything. But here we go. So at the late game when he's S class, he will be an infantry commander. You want to run him with infantry so his skills will activate with infantry. And this Stella you're looking at is my old faction leader Stella. Yeah, he has her way beefy now, so this information is pretty cool and outdated. Like it doesn't matter that we see this. Yeah, a 45k Scylla. I'm pretty jealous of you, man. Pretty jealous. But if you can run him with infantry, this is the god tier chest plate. You're gonna have to run with him. Alrighty, that's the chest plate you want. Now, weapons. I'm thinking a Soul Eater and a Skywalker. Why? That crit damage. You're gonna have a lot of crit. Period. You want some accuracy and crit jewels. You might think, oh, I want some damage. I want some damage jewels. No, 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 my buddy. You want accuracy and crit because the way it works with crit though is if you get a Soul Eater and you get 50% extra crit on that, and then you get another 30% crit from a crit jewel, then another crit jewel. If you get two crit jewels with 30%, that's 60%. On top of your Soul Eater, that's even more crit. And on top of the infantry crit, you just need to hit that 1%, that 100% crit range. Because crit doesn't go, your crit damage isn't going to go up because you're at 150% crit. You just need to get that 100% crit so you crit with every attack. Then you want to focus on crit damage. That's why the Skywalker comes in. That crit damage goes up by 35%. So you don't need to worry about too much about attack. More accuracy and crit is what you want. Because you can get some good crit damage from here. This is going to up it. And then your Soul Eater will be your second weapon. Or, yeah, because you don't want to run pure crit. You don't want to do that. Then Maruko does not have a guaranteed hit, which kind of sucks. So you really want the accuracy. Let's go over to the Eye of the Abyss. You definitely want to run an Eye of the Abyss, depending on what troop you're running. If you're going to be running infantry, he has some good accuracy, but the Eye of the Abyss is going to help out a lot because some people are getting like 300 to 400% dodge. So the Eye of the Abyss is really going to help close that gap. Alrighty, so you kind of really need it because he does not have a guaranteed hit, which is the downside. Um, okay, so we were talking about weapons, so let's go over the Apocalyptor. Do you want Apocalyptor? Yes and no. Use the Apocalyptor while you wait for the Skywalker. Alright, the Apocalyptor comes out within the first month, so get it and use him with Mariko. And try to get some accuracy jewels. The Skywalker will come out later on, and it kind of is a must because I mean infantry just has so much crit. All right, let's go to pants. There's only one pair of pants that you should be running on him for your end game, and that is the Nixar pants. Look at that. Oh, sorry, the Magiwell pants. Again, we're going with the crit build, right? So because we're going with the crit build with crit and accuracy, boom, total crit damage plus 50% plus the Skywalker 30%. That's 80% crit damage. So a crit normally doubles your damage. This could be almost tripling your damage. That's the really cool part. Your damage almost can be tripled because of a freaking crit. How to get those? You have to join the Magicwell faction and just get tokens. I was thinking about the Nixar pants, but the Nixar pants are pretty good. But this could go way better with our end game build. Now, since he can be run with all other troops, I mean, all other troops. If you don't get the void chest plate and you have a chance, oops, oopsie, and you have a chance to get in the creator, just get the creator because then you can run him with airships. There's no really, it's not a big deal. You can't run him with airships. I mean, you can. His napalm will still activate, even if it's B class. You can still run him. So if you have a chance for the creator and your Marco's your late game commander, just go for it. I mean, you might as well. The same thing goes with where is it? Where is it? Where did I put it? Oh, here we go. Same thing with this one. The invincible. Yeah. For this is the Walker God chest plate. If you have a chance to get it, if you did the event and you only got tokens for this from the super chest plates, then just go for it. Get it and run it with Marco. Marco can make good use of it. Your build does have to change a little bit. Um, when it comes to this, you can just run dual Dragon Slayer, Apocalyptic Dragon Slayer. Again, we want accuracy. He does not have a guaranteed hit. So in which case, get rid of the crit, put in accuracy and damage. That's what you're gonna want to do for walkers. Now for airships, you want accuracy, just as much accuracy as possible. Accuracy and damage, that's going to be your endgame. Do Apocalyptor. If you get the creator for Marco, if you're like, F it, I'm going to run him with airships, yeah, you're going to need Apocalyptor, accuracy jewels, and then we're going to get rid of the Magi Whale pants and get the Nexar pants in that case. It really depends on which chest plate you get first. If everything goes right, you get the void. We're gonna go with the crit build, and we're gonna take a massive advantage of the Skywalker and the Magic pants. I mean, just massive advantage of them. Your dodge will suffer, but if we get enough accuracy jewels and enough accuracy from our refinements from the Soul Eater and the Skywalker, you can get rid of the Eye of the Abyss for a dodge headpiece, so you can dodge standard attacks, which will be really good. Alrighty. Um, you guys might see the bunny ears with the Stella. It helps to fight airships. It really does. But Stella doesn't have a guaranteed hit, so she makes better use of the Eye of the Abyss. With enough dodge, you can out dodge Stella. Even though she can activate 50 times, she can dodge it. So, yeah. Same thing with Marco. It doesn't matter if how strong you are if you can't hit him. So you kind of want the Eye of the Abyss, but if you get enough accuracy jewels, then you can get rid of the Eye of the Abyss for a good dodge, for a good damage booster. Now, jewels. Let's go over to the jewels. Here we go. Gemini jewel set will be your main jewel set. Why? Free damage. Simple as that. I mean, if you get him to S class, the S class ability on top of your Gemini jewel set and your napalm just means a whole bunch of damage for free. So, and this is a guaranteed hit too, which is pretty cool. That's the only guaranteed hit it's gonna have. So let's say your infantry attack or your S class infantry skill activates. That means you're gonna do damage to the front row and the back row. Let's say your napalm activated as well. That means more damage to the front row. And if you kill the front row, the Gemini kicks in, then you do more damage to the back row. It's just I've seen it work with the X and a whole bunch of other stuff. Again, Marco kills 60%. 60% of the enemy units is dead. Just dead. So if that goes off and then everything else goes off, just massive amounts of free damage. That's what's pretty cool about it. Now, for your second jewel set, because the late game does not matter, your leadership does not matter, you want Libra jewel sets. So if you get 2 energy stones, and you can put 2 extra jewels on any piece of gear without sacrificing your Gemini jewels, put in some Libra jewel sets, get some tear suppression on there, and if you can get a full set again, I don't know. I don't know if you should get the full set of Libra jewels. You could for a second guaranteed hit, but I don't know. You could run infantry specific jewel sets for the extra dodge. You can run airships for the extra HP or defense. You can run whatever. It's really up to you at that point. I mean, if you go with the pure infantry, I would suggest getting the Libra jewels, the full Libra jewels, full Libra, full Gemini, full Gemini jewels, then accuracy and crit jewels to be specific. Get them at 30% if possible, 29%, 29. Anything above 25% is pretty good, but if you can get them 29 to 30, that's the butter zone right there. If you can get that, ooh, just two 30% crit jewel shards plus a good soul eater. That's just so much crit with the Skywalker, the Magiwell pants. Oh man, that's just so much damage on top of his napalm, just killing your units. But that's my build for Marco, guys. I hope you like it, and I hope you understand that it's just so hard to make a specific build for him because he can counter. Well, he can't counter everybody. So that means he can't run. He can run all troops. But I feel like his strongest build is definitely the infantry build, going with pure crit and accuracy. So I hope you guys liked this episode. If you guys did, just like the video and comment down below. Most likely next Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. I'll be like every Wednesday. You know what? Yeah, every Wednesday I'll be doing the gift card. That's $1 gift card giveaway of your choice. If you have an iPhone, I can get you an iPhone iTunes gift card, so you guys can buy yourself whatever you want. Like you guys can buy yourself the gold card, the Shadow Matter card, um, the magazine card. You guys can buy whatever you want. Like I'm gonna give you guys the card so you guys can get ahead and kick butt. All right, guys. So like the video, comment down below what commander you guys want me to do a spotlight on next, and I'll see you guys in the next one.